Imagine a sci-fi blockbuster that could fall apart with a single misstep. In a dark, futuristic theater, the screen flickers alive, spilling neon blue and burnt orange across a quiet audience. Quick cuts show Christopher Nolan's new epic, The Odyssey, a desert planet scarred by endless dunes, a clock tower frozen at midnight, and an astronaut drifting through a glowing nebula. A lone piano note echoes as the camera slides between the images, hinting at something deeper beneath the spectacle. Nolan, fresh from the success of Oppenheimer, announced The Odyssey on March 14, 2024, promising a 10-year development that would land on July 12, 2026. The film's budget sits at $250 million and the cast includes John David Washington as the Lost Explorer, Alicia Vikander as the Timekeeper, and Michael Fassbender as the architect of the clock tower. The story mixes a mythic quest with hard science ideas, asking whether humanity can survive a universe that twists space in memory. This opening sequence leads us into a closer look at the film's story, its visual effects, and the mixed response it has already drawn from critics and fans. Since the first teaser dropped in June 2025, trade papers and fan forums have broken down the project with the same intensity Nolan's earlier milestones received. He kept his longtime collaborators Hans Zimmer and Hoyt van Hoytema, the team behind Interstellar and Tenet, for sound and camera work. Shooting began late 2023 on 3 continents, desert scenes in Jordan's Wadi Rum, icy clock tower interiors on Iceland's Vatnajökull Glacier, and nebula shots on a custom soundstage at Warner Britannia Studios in London. Industrial Light and Magic handled over 1,500 VFX shots, while the practical crew built a 30-meter functional clock tower that could actually crumble on cue. Nolan co-wrote the script with his brother Jonathan, drawing on Homer's epic to reshape the hero's journey as a trek through time. Early screenings in Los Angeles and Tokyo earned a pre-release cinema score of B+, and the hashtag trended in 11 countries within 2 days of the trailer launch. The film's structure feels like controlled chaos, mirroring the fragmented timeline at its core. The first act lands us on the desert world Asterion, where Captain Mara finds an abandoned outpost with a massive sundial that ticks backward, setting up the theme of reverse time. The shattered clock tower appears in the second act, both as a literal set piece and as a symbol of humanity's fractured memory. A standout moment shows the astronaut floating through a nebula rendered in 12K, each swirl timed to a solitary piano motif that recurs throughout the score. Film scholar Dr. Elena Marquez called the scene the visual embodiment of existential longing. Critics note Nolan's blend of long, unbroken takes with rapid montage cuts, a rhythm that swings between contemplation and urgency, a technique first explored in Dunkirk. Rotten Tomatoes currently lists a 78% fresh rating, while the audience score sits at 6.4 out of 10, indicating a split between viewers who enjoy the layered storytelling and those who feel the emotional impact is muted. Beyond the narrative, The Odyssey pushes visual and audio boundaries. The desert vistas were captured with IMAX 65mm cameras on custom gimbals, delivering smooth movement across the dunes while keeping detail razor-sharp. To get the neon blue and burnt orange look, the crew used a new LED wall system developed with Stagecraft, rendering the nebular backdrop in real time and shaving about 30% off post-production time. The clock tower's collapse combined a 12-ton steel structure that imploded on cue with CGI dust and light added by ILM, earning a VFX Guild nomination for Best Special Effects. Zimmer's score, recorded with a 100-musician orchestra at Abbey Road, weaves the opening piano echo into a broader theme, mixed in 12-channel Dolby Atmos to place the listener inside the nebulous soundscape. Variety's VFX column praised the film's masterful balance of scale and intimacy, noting that the practical sets keep viewers grounded even as CGI stretches current rendering limits. Surveys show 62% of viewers cite the visual language as the main reason they'd recommend the movie, while 38% point to the sound design as the key emotional driver. Next, we'll examine how Nolan's thematic choices intersect with today's cultural worries about technology, memory, and the ever-expanding reach of human ambition.